Dear brothers, sisters, respected scholars, organizers, the management of the Zainab, the volunteers, the donors, the participants. First of all, it's a great honor and privilege for myself to be here amongst all of you in such a great program, and I must congratulate the auspicious occasion, the birth anniversary of Lady of Paradise, Hazrat Fatima Zahra Salamullahi Alaiha. And at the same time that you are celebrating the completion of almost 1 year or 1.5 years of the Zainab, and you have seen that through this period, we have seen so many successes that the Zainab has achieved, so many good programs, especially the involvement of youth, the involvement of the community members, and the way that within that such a short period of time, this institution, this organization has grown to such a extent and to such a level that mashallah we are proud of the Zainab and the management of the Zainab. But like Dr. Hatim said and other speakers have talked about that, I'm just gonna take like not more than 10 minutes of you. It was very heart-touching speech of Dr. Hatim. Mashallah, may Allah bless you with the best of knowledge, long life and the health inshallah. We are greatly honored and we are proud that we are Shias of Al Muhammad, we are the followers of Lady of Paradise, we are the Shias of Lady Fatima Salamullahi Alaiha. There are so many aspects that we can ponder upon and we can look into the detail and the lifestyle of the Lady of Paradise, and then we can relate our lives to that. There's no doubt that the heaven is for the followers of Ahlul Bayt. There's no doubt that the fire is haram on the followers of Ahlul Bayt. That's another story that we are going to go through Alam Barzakh, and then of course when we get to the day of judgment, inshallah, we are going to enter into the heaven, and the heaven is only for the followers and the lovers of Al Muhammad. So there's no doubt about that. There are so many things that we are going to ponder upon, like very briefly, I must say that, like Dr. Hatim said, that it's not possible for anyone to recognize the reality of Lady Fatima, and there's no doubt about that. When Dr. Ali Sharifi wrote a book, Fatima Us, he says that I was looking into it, that what title should I give it to this book, that the book that was written for the Lady of Paradise. He said that she's a daughter of Hazrat Khadija, that's a great honor for her. She's daughter of a prophet who is the prophet of all the prophets, who's the leader of all the prophets, who's the master of all the prophets. So is that a good title, that she's a daughter of the master of all the prophets? Or can I give a title that she's the mother of Hassan and Hussein, the masters of the youth of paradise? So he says, I was looking into all the details, that what title should I give that beautifully describes the reality of Lady Fatima. And finally he said that I was speechless and I couldn't find any title that I should have given to the book, and he gave the title Fatima Us. Fatima is Fatima, that's all we know. There is nothing else we can go into detail and find the reality of Lady Fatima, and that's what one of the narrations that we have from our sixth Imam Jafar bin Sadiq alayhi salatu wasalam. Imam says that in Suratul Qadr, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Inna anzalnahu fi laylatil Qadr wa ma adraka ma laylatul Qadr. What do you know about this night? What do you know about this night of Qadr? Imam says, the way that you do not know the reality of Laylatul Qadr, the originality of Laylatul Qadr, Imam says, the real Laylatul Qadr is our grandmother, Lady of Paradise, Hazrat Fatima Zahra Salamullah. The way you cannot find the reality of the night of Qadr, similarly, you cannot find the reality of the Lady of Paradise. Within the short life, which was the 18 years of age, there's so much that we can go into. Her worship, her knowledge, her generosity, her being a wife, her being a mother, her being a daughter. There are so many aspects of life that she had gone through, and that's the reason that if a mother is Fatima, the sons are Hassan and Hussein. And if the mother is Maysoon bint Bahdal, then the son is like Yazid. So the mothers do matter. While we are talking and discussing the lifestyle of the Lady of Paradise, it is time to see that what are we going to learn. There's no doubt that she is going to do intercession. There's no doubt that she's going to do shifa'ah. But is there our responsibility to do something? Or just wait and sit down and just expect that she's going to do shifa'ah on the day of judgment? There's no doubt she's going to do that. But one of the hadith that Masoom says, Shi'atuna kunu lana Zainab, wala takunu alayna shayna. Or Shias, our followers, be a matter of pride for us, not a matter of disgrace for us. So, our youth, our sisters, our daughters, our mothers, our brothers, being a husband, being a wife, being a son, being a daughter, what is the responsibility that we have today, and how should we relate ourselves to Lady Fatima? That's what the important point is, that I'm going to conclude with that. What is our responsibility? How I can relate myself that I'm a Shia of, I'm a follower of the Lady of Paradise? Is that enough that I just say that I'm a follower, I'm a Shia? Or is there anything that I have to do something? Is there anything that I have to show? Is there anything that I have to move on? How I can prove that I'm a follower of the Lady of Paradise? I'm claiming that I'm a follower of Shia of the Lady of Paradise, but is there something that she is claiming that yes, you are a Shia? Yes, you are a follower? Look at the generosity of the Lady of Paradise. When she gave her necklace to a needy person, and the Holy Prophet came to her, and the Holy Prophet asked her, Fatima, that necklace, you loved it for yourself. You gave it to a beggar, a needy person? There was so much that you could have given it to the needy person, but why that necklace? Look at the reply that she, replied to the Holy Prophet. She said, Ya Abbas, oh my dear father, I have heard from you, through the holy verse of Quran, Lan tanalul birra hatta tunfiqu mimma tuhibbu. That you cannot reach to the eloquence of a virtue until and unless you spend what you love the most for yourself. No, you cannot reach to a highest level of a good deed until you spend in the way of Allah that you love the most for yourself. Let's see that's what our lives are, what our lifestyle is. We donate to a center, to a mosque, and see, these institutions these are the places that can guarantee that your youth, our families are protected. You enter into a hospital, what do you think? What is in your mind? My health is going to be protected. They're not going to let me die. They'll save my life. I'm here in the hospital. I'm here with the expert doctors now. They're taking care of me. I'm protected. You have peace of mind. So the way that you enter into a hospital with the peace of mind that your health is protected, they're not going to let you die. These are the places that when you enter into a mosque, into a Husainiyah, into an Imam Bargah, into a center like this, your mind is, you're having a peace of mind that I'm entering into a place that my iman is protected, my soul is protected, my inner side is protected, and they're not going to let me betray. This place is going to guarantee that my iman, my faith, my life, or my inner side is going to be protected. So the Lady of Paradise, she, in her generosity, she gave the necklace that she loved the most for herself. Look at us. What do we donate to the centers? How do we contribute towards these programs? Alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed you. All those who are living a life in the Western countries, especially, in the United States and living here, a beautiful life. You have so much comfort. You have, so many, the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'm not asking that, you give everything in the way of Allah to the center to, support your organization, to your center, but at least, look at the life of the Lady of Paradise. She gave everything that she had in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why? Just to establish the religion, the footings, the roots of religion, to make them strong. Is there our responsibility today? Or just like, we come here, we recite mankabat, and we, mashallah, we greet each other and we see each other and then we go home? Or should we think about that? How can we make our youth strong, our center strong? Because this is a foundation. This is going to guarantee that I can die with a peace of mind that my son is in safe hands. While we have so many challenges outside, while we have so many problems outside, and this is the time when it was discussed here that how we are going to face, with the new administration and with the new president. Let me tell you something, and Dr. Hatem has described it beautifully. Let me say this. The life being a Shia is not a flower bed. To live a life being a follower of Ahlul Bayt, don't think that you're going to live a luxurious life and a life of comfort and enjoyment. The life being a Shia is always a test. Inna dunya darul bala, al mu'min fi dunya. When you live a life in this dunya, it's like a sijn, it's like a prison. A mu'min is in this dunya is like a prisoner. So don't think that your life is going to be easy by anyhow. There are so many tests and tests and tests, and the time that we are living in, you know better than me that how many challenges we have. Our youth, believe me, our youth, are being occupied by so many evil forces outside. We don't even know. There's so much evil that is controlling the minds and hearts of our youth. And unfortunately, the youth, there are so many. They're living their religion. They're going after the worldly desires and their personal desires. There are so many challenges, brothers and sisters. I don't have time to talk about much in detail, but these centers are the places that are going to guarantee you and are going to protect the youth, and not just the youth, to protect ourselves. If a mother is protected, she can guarantee that the children are going to be protected. When you travel in a plane, and they have some demonstration, they say that if you feel that there's lack of oxygen, the mask is going to drop, first put the mask on yourself, then who is next to you? Your family member, your children. You have to protect yourself first. If the mother is not protected, if the father is not protected, and see how many problems we have in the families. And another beautiful point that Dr. Hadam has mentioned, the love, the bonding. That is going to guarantee that we are going to grow as a community, as a family. The bonding between ourselves. There are differences all over. But when you relate to yourself that we are the followers of Al Muhammad, then forget about all your differences. Forget about all the minor, the petty issues. Then relate yourself towards the family of Al Muhammad and make each other strong. Make your center strong. Make your community strong. Make the management strong. Invest in the community. Invest in our youth. Because these youth, our youngsters are going to guarantee that the next generation, are going to work on the generation coming up. So with that, I'm going to conclude. Inshallah, maybe the Mankubat session is going to start now. So after that, if I have a chance to speak in Urdu, inshallah, I'll be more than happy to do that. Sallallahu Muhammad wa ala Muhammad.